We know is the first certified PM of 2023. Ganesh, Naeem, Arun, Junaid, Ramesh, Shahid, Sandeep, Naula, Rupat, Onkar, Nishit, Sulaiman, Mohit, Mati, Leo, Urram, Halim, Ghazi, Harun, Ahmad, Afla, Abu Bakr, Razan, Ikram, Talib, Tayyib, Aslan, Madhiya, Hassan, Ajay, Iken, Kevin, Naseem, Padma, Priti, Hassan, Vikas, Atif, Zia, Pallavi, Sajad, Zarnab, Azim, Imran, Tahir, Azad, Grace, Ajay, Ali Numar, Mafi, Mansoor, Prashant, Asma, Keel, Bhai, Fiaz, Garin, Ibrahim, Shakil, Devani, Talha, Adnan, Akmal, Azam, Bas, Mangesh, Murli, Nag, Raj, Sachin, Sujit, Chetal, Yasir, Moss, Rizwan, Abbas, Shakil, Shafiq, Farita, Fanta, Kodan, Tushar, Rizwan, Matt, Abbas, Aziz, Ahmed, Sukur, Ibrahim, Rajesh, Sachin, Rais, Yasir, Michael, Makuram, Irfan, Hassan, Ijaz, Binu, Atif, Ankush, Silwan, A Love Story, Shri, Durga, Vivek, Kalyan, Sagar, Fad, Ali, Satish, Rizwan, Wad, Abis, Razan, Yusuf, Wakash, Vinay, Vishali, Umesh, Uday, Chandala, Sunila, Sovik, Sibai, Saurabh, Satish, Sani, Saad, Genius, Atine, Amir, Mohit, Mohan, Mohammed, Minhaj, Das, Smile, Jason, Hassan, Haseeb, Farid, Farhan, Ittisham, Dr. Jitin, Shadab, Badar, Atif, Anushpa, Amar, Amaya, Ali, Akash, Adam, Wasif, Nasir is my PMP number 597. We are ending this year with a bang. 597 PMP with 99% success record. So the question is, are you ready? Now, whenever any single student clear the PMP, I always say that one more PMP needed. Yes, I don't say that, okay, great, we had one PMP. No, no, no. I always say that I need one more PMP. And now I have made a promise to myself, and I want your support in that promise. I want 200 PMP by the end of March, which is my birthday. So I really need your help. I really need your support. Many of my students are already working into that goal. They are already supporting me towards that goal. I need your support into that. I need you to become certified PMP. Wherever you are, does not matter. If you're my student or if you haven't joined, then join the program. I need your PMP. Thank you very much, guys. If you are joining for the first time, I wish you best of luck. And I really wish that you join the program. But even though if you haven't joined the program, feel free to ask me anything, whatever you want to know about the PMP. The purpose of this session is to actually get selfish. I wouldn't even say that because this is your journey. You need to become like a person who needs to know about himself, what he needs to know, what are the things that you must master. So ask any question that you like to know about PMP, right? So ask anything, and with that, let's start question answer. Hi Sanjeev, good to have you. Who else is there? Put on the chat box, so I will be more than happy to answer whatever the question you may have. Okay, so let's solve the question answers. So since the batch started, so we'll be starting from the question number one. G, what answer you are gonna put for this question? We are gonna do five quick question. So please, let's be very quick for this. And please message in the group that the class has started. And please message in the group that the class has started. And please message in the group that the class has started. Good evening, Rukhsar. Good evening, Farooq, Sanjeev, Nazish, Piyush, Zadi. Probability is zero. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So let's solve this question. Which risk management strategy you have used here? You are traveling back to your home from Dubai. You know that from your past experience, due to Eid, there will be too much crowd, and you decided to reach 1 hour earlier. When you reach airport, you are happy to find out that you were right. In fact, airport was overcrowded. So your plan has proven successful. So which strategy we have used here? Okay. So let's talk about first. Okay, Sion, you are saying avoiding. Okay, and other people are also saying avoiding. What is avoiding? If I go into the depth of that, what is avoiding? Avoiding is making the probability or impact zero. What I did, I came 1 hour earlier. 1 hour earlier. So did the probability become zero, or still there was chance that I could be late? Maybe it is so crowded that still you get a problem. Let me give you an example. Uh, you are going to another country, you are going to another state, you plan to go by car. So instead of going at the regular time, you went 1 hour earlier. But then you saw there was some traffic accident. Then you saw that there were some other things also there. So what have you done? Is it the probability was 100% zero? No, probability was not 100% zero. Roxar, you got my point. Farheen, okay. Hira, what else is saying? Yeah, it's B. He made a plan to leave earlier, which mitigated the risk. Mitigated. Yes, yes, Najesh. Mitigated the risk. Okay, does that make sense to you guys? So we need to be very careful when we are solving question answers for PMP. What the question actually says and solve it accordingly. Okay, let's go to the next question. Ji, next question. We will solve five questions today. Okay. Which document you will update first to avoid this problem in future? So we always need to read the last line first. The last line is going to tell you basically how to solve the question. Which document? Now we need to update some document. That is what the question is saying. You are traveling back to your country from Dubai. You know that from your past experience, the crowd will be crowded. Okay. You bought a ticket from Airblue airline. That's an airline. Now you got a ticket with the credit card of your friend. You found out that the airline has a rule. If you are not credit card holder, you cannot travel it. Now, the entire question says one thing, but the last line here says that avoid this problem in future. Now here you need to understand the fourth thing that we need to understand here. If the question says that what is the first thing you will update? What is the first thing you will update? What is the first document you will update? What do you think will be the right answer? If the question says, what is the first thing you will update? What will be the right answer? The first document. The problem has happened. Now, which document you will update first? Put in the chat box. Issue log. The first thing when the problem occur, we put it in the issue log. Thank you, Ami. Good to see you, sister. Good to see you, Farheen. Okay, everybody is saying right. Okay. If the same problem can reoccur in your current project, if the same problem can reoccur in the current project, what will you update? If the question said the same problem can reoccur in the current project, what will you update? If the same problem can reoccur in the current project, what will you update? Put in the chat box, please. Yeah. Risk register, risk register, risk register. Now, what did the question said? The question said for future projects. For future project, we use lesson learn register. For future project, we use lesson learn register. So this basically a slight difference here or there. The purpose of the documents we need to understand. I hope that makes sense to you. So this question says future. Okay. So right answer is lesson learned. Project management plan has nothing to do with it. Okay. Okay, let's do this question now. Okay. What will you do? What will you do to make sure that team can be transferred to agile in next 2 years? Your team is moving from predictive project to agile. Your team has never done any project in agile. They are not convinced that this will work or not. Stakeholders have complained that they do not think this will work. You are showing them that in previous organization it's working. So what will you do? It's a cultural issue. It cannot be handled. No, we will not escalate to the sponsor. We will not escalate Farouk, Mehreen. We will not escalate it. We know the concept of minimum viable product. It is not just limited to the product that you give it out of the customer. Guys, the minimum viable product concept, what is that concept? You make a prototype, you worked into that way. That is one way to look into that. The pilot product, the one time thing that you do in the organization so that other people can work into that. That is also a minimum viable product concept. It's a very interesting concept that we need to understand. That now we are unable to convince them. And this is your job as a project manager to tell them, okay, this is something that is critically important for you. So let's do this thing. And if they are not doing, then that's a challenge for us. So in order to do that, we will get it done. I hope that makes sense to you. Is it clear to everyone? So C is the right answer. You must have a justification why other options are wrong. Tuckman ladder. So we'll be putting live to my next video of mastery series. If you have not watched the previous mastery series video, I will also share those link. So mastery series is kind of very important. I just made team video last night. I will be putting it uh, live tomorrow 7 p.m, probably same time as of now, or 8 p.m. I'll look into that. Okay. At which stage is your team as of today? You're a project manager working in a large pharmaceutical company for past 10 years. You have been working with the same team for different projects. Due to severe COVID, one team member gets sick, cannot work. You hired a new team member. Where are you? So let's discuss this Tuckman ladder question. So you can get the Tuckman ladder question in multiple ways. You can get as in a form of a situational leadership. You can get a question that team member is having a conflict. You can get a question that they are now we're talking about the how the things are working with them. They are operating in a different way. So let's talk about each stage. And I want you to be a little bit more proactive. What happens in forming stage? What are the signs that tells you that we are in the forming stage? What happens in forming stage? Put in the chat box. What happens in forming stage? What are the key to tell that we are in the storming stage? What are the key to tells we are in the norming, performing, adjourning? How can you know that at which stage we are currently in the project? Forming, storming, norming, performing, adjourning. How will we know that at which stage we are currently in the project? When we are in the forming stage, what does that shows us? People at LinkedIn also put in the comment, what does the forming stage shows us? How do we know that we are in the forming stage? What does that indicate? And then how do we know that we are in the storming stage? Forming, storming. How do we know that? Okay. Team is a hiring stage. Okay, Hira. Team members get to know other in forming. Yes. Team members starting to know each other. Yes. When team members come together, yes, 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 yes. Team members informing all team members get to know together, storming issues whenever a problem, conflict occur. We are in the storming phase. Norming more of a habit thing, performing, working together. Okay. Yes, clash, disagreement. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you should know what happens in each stage. It is kind of important. The flow, the stage, how each thing happens. What is the like? How can you know what happens in forming, storming, norming, performing, and engineering? It's kind of important for PMP. Okay, it's kind of important. Okay, when we are talking about what happens in each stages, forming, storming, norming, performing, and generating, whenever a new team member come, we go back to the forming stage because of that one team member. Now we have to look back. That one team member changes the entire domain. Okay, so we will go back to a forming stage. The right answer for this question is now we'll go back to the forming stage. Okay, we already discussed what happens in all four documents. So I'm not gonna do this. We are gonna do this question. All those people who are watching, if you have not liked this video, please do that so that it can start coming into the algorithm of YouTube and other people can also learn with this free video. And if you have not subscribed, guys, I'm putting daily content so that you can learn more. So don't miss that chance. Subscribe now to make sure you turn the notification and all those things. I don't want you, if you're preparing for your PMP, you miss this free knowledge that is very premium. Okay, you are managing the project where teams are distributed all over the world in different time zone. You are having difficult time or you have different communication problem because of this. What can you do to improve the communication? Co-locate them, use collaboration tool, have meeting, raise the sponsor. Okay, please understand that. Please understand that. Even if you have a kickoff meeting for one time, have that meeting. And this happens like my wife works in a project. They are going to they are going to start the project by the end of the March. Their team is distributed in 8 states of USA and 4 other countries. In the second week of March, all the people are coming for 3 days for one kickoff meeting. This happens in real life so that they can improve the communication. We put everybody at one place. We put everybody at one place. So that is kind of critical. Yes, using the Kanban tool, things like that can help us, but we put them together at one place that improves our communication. So if we look at the question, in this pattern question, if we look at there, fire, you never do fire. You will only go to sponsor when you are run out of the options. You will have a meeting, no, between A and B. Now both options are really good. If the question said that something like that, some team members are face to face, other are virtual, then we will go with that. Or you have tried collaborating one time face to face. So that is not the right answer. We'll get this thing. So that's your 5 questions for today. So let me give you one more question as a bonus today. Okay. Why don't you solve this question? A. Okay. So when we like this is very important, especially I always say that the lesson learns or the root cause analysis for the question is the most important thing. It's not just the question; it's about how much in depth you go to the question. Okay, so we need to look at each option what that document mean. Maybe the question is straightforward, like talking about days and things like that. Is A considered as a document? Yes, A is a document. So if we go to the question, okay, I you must know what does A mean. A is a document, and that is the right answer. Shifts, things like that are put in there. Project management plan is a combination of all the plans. Of course, that information will be there, but in PMP, we are always looking for a very specific answer, and that is not here. A is better than B. RESI, it talks about who has the responsibility, accountability, consultant form. So that is not here. Resource management plan, for sure, it will have information, but A is more specific. So A will be the right answer for this question. So that's it. That's it for today's question answers. If you are my premium student, tomorrow at 8 p.m. UAE time, that becomes 11 a.m. EST, we will have a coaching call, premium coaching call at Zoom. If you are not my premium student, why are you not still my premium student? You must join to become PMP. However, next Thursday, 8 p.m. UAE time, that is 11 a.m. EST time, we will have coaching call at the YouTube. Remember, we are going to have a PMP marathon. PMP marathon is 60 question answers made by certified PMP next Saturday, not this Saturday, next Saturday. So if you have not registered, if you are my student, you don't have to register. But if you are not my student, you need to register for it. So register on the email. Tell me when you plan to give the exam, and my team will send you registration on 1st of March. The session is on 2nd of March for or question answer session made by certified PMP. So do join that if you are really thinking to become certified PMP. Those question answers are the most important question answers, and we will solve them. Those session will only be live, just like this session is live plus recorded, but that session will only be live. 4 or 60 question answers made by certified PMP. So do join. So till next time, see you. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Sat Sri Akal. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Best of luck. Adnan, Chetan, Jigar, Jiku, Ajit, Samad, Jarat, Anu, Akil, Mohammed Faisal, Jay Prakash, Mohsin, Mafi, Preeti, Priya, Ajitosh, Tushar, Ubaid, Jiku, Sir Wasim, Sir Irfan, Sayyid, Vishnu, Kam, Mohammed, Vandana, Vel Kumar, Ali Raza, Edwin, Chandra, Mohammed, Imran, Sir Arfat, Deepak, Adnan, Ajay, Batul, Ibrahim, Murli, Rizwan, Sachin, Sujit, Compnil, Riyaz, Sayyid, Faisal, Harun, Khan, Vinay, Javed, Sanger, Farid, Pradeep, Prem, Abhishek, Amir. Well, congratulations, Muhammad. Sahi Parita, Nabil, Chitra, Talaj, Harsh, congratulations, Manish, Amar, Adirul, Palisa, Aslam, Atif, Grace, Greg, Matt, Sachin, Kamal, Bashkar, Rohit, Pattis, Vikshit, Vyas, Saurav, Siddhartha, Nadir, Tarek, Venkat, तो हरी पश्चिम से मंसूर रेहाना विजय विशाल अर्जुन असद इलियास खान कांग्रेचुलेशन एंथनी अरविंद हसान जी वसीम मंगेश राज अकबर वरना संकल्प विषय ईश्वरी अफजाल विवेक हसीब हामिद लीश पल्लवी अनम फैसल बुरहान हुसैन मतीन पांडे सैयद खलील मुनीफ हसन गुप्ता आशा अजय एकेन पूजा तलहा विजय अमजद जॉफरी हसन सुजित अमित बीबी राजू पवन उमर मान वेंकटेश अहमद गुप्ता शीश मैरी शॉन जमाल तुलसीदास अनान मोहसिन नदीम अली हिसाम कवैस अजीम मंसूर शकील केरिया हसन रियाज हुसैन प्रदीप मीना आसमा दुर्गा शरीफ अली अल बलूच कांग्रेचुलेशन माय फ्रेंड सलमान सुबता हसन मोहसिन मनीक क्रिस्टोफर जंगीर हमास, मोहम्मद शफीक, नवीन, दरिक्सा, फियाज, प्रशांत, इलियास, धमवीर, नीजू, अब्राहम, श्रीनिवास, सुंदेला, नबील अहमद, नवीद, बिलाल, इदराली, शाजी, उबैद, बाबर, कौडी, रिजवान, इमरान, विवेक, राजीव, राव, इश्ताक, फैजान, रहील, निसार, उमर, आज, संदीप, शराज, तीनों, समा, कोमल, शिवानी, सलमान, सदा, आनंद, दिलवम, अजय, साबिर, उजैर, सुरिंदर, प्रदीप, अमीर, मोहित, वकास, निधि, उमर, उस्मान, संदीप, अमित, अबू ताहिर, नवीन, अर्शद, मोहम्मद, विवेक, या गुलशान, फुरकान, गजेंद्रा, नागराज, नसीमा, सागर, मोहम्मद, जायना, हुसैन, रश्मि, नेहा, फैसल, अली, अल अजमी, हमाद, नुमान, आलम, विजय, सरनाया, सवाना, मोहम्मद, जक्का, जाकिर। कांग्रेचुलेशन सादिमा, सहर, अजेब, समीर, इफ्ती, तलाल, हमाद, उमर, उस्मान, मलिक,